So now that you've mastered 2D, we're going to take a look at drawing 3D using a technique called isometric projection. So the first thing you need to be aware of when drawing an isometric is that you are going to need to produce what I call a downward facing arrow. So isometric is a 3D style which relies on you drawing X and Y lines at 30 degrees. Now you don't need to agonize about this too much. The more you practice this, the better you will get. What you just need to be aware of is that it needs to fall somewhere within this realm here. So this is your 45-degree line. If it ends up any further over than 45 degrees, then your cubes are going to look really sharp. If it's too low and too flat, then they're going to look really bulky and chunky. So 30 degrees is the line you're looking to draw, and the more you practice, the better you will get at that. So you start by drawing this vertical line. We call this your height line. Once you've drawn your height line, you can then draw your baselines at 30 degrees. Once you've done that, you're then going to draw at the top of your height line parallel lines to these bottom ones. So again, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. You can get protractors and set squares to help you with this, but in truth, the more you practice on your own at getting this set in by eye, the better and easier it will be to use this style. Once you've drawn these parallel lines, so this one is parallel here and this one is parallel here, you can now draw vertical lines or side lines to close off each side of this shape. So I'm going to draw one here, and then I'm just going to use a guideline to go across and do the same on the other side. So in isometric, vertical lines remain vertical. So this should be parallel with this and this. To finish now, all you need to do is to close off the top. Now to do that, I'm just going to draw two 30-degree lines again to close off the top of that shape. You'll notice I'm using a red pencil again, as I did last time, to draw my guidelines. That's so that when I choose to line this shape in using a fine liner, I can choose which lines I want to highlight, meaning that I don't need to then go and delete all of my construction lines or erase all of my construction lines. And once you've lined it in, you should have your first isometric cube. That's all there is to it.